The words came like a slap. My mother-in-law's voice boomed through the living room. I froze. Her house. Technically, yes, we were all living under her roof. But I didn't argue. Okay, I said softly, turned to start packing. My husband, Mark, looked horrified. Wait, babe, you don't have to leave like this. I kept folding clothes into my bag. Your mother told me to go. Shouldn't I respect that? Mark, quit wasting time with her, his mother interrupted. Come have cake with me, she added, smirking like she just won a game. That moment sealed it. I picked up my daughter and decided we were going back to my parents. My name's Lisa. I'm 34, work in an office, and was married to Mark for 2 years. We met through a dating app and hit it off quickly. He seemed like a dream, planned romantic dates, helped around the house, and when our daughter was born, he was a devoted father. For a while, I believed I had the ideal husband. But then, I noticed something. Mark wasn't just close to his mother, he was attached. It started with little things. How's dinner? I'd ask. It's good, but not as rich as Mom's. He'd say without thinking. I tried cooking like her, adjusted recipes, watched tutorials, but nothing ever satisfied him. Then came the souvenirs. Every time we traveled, he'd ask, what should I get for Mom? Never my parents. Just his mother. I brushed it off as affection. But then things took a turn. One afternoon, Mark told me, we should move in with my mom. What? Why? He looked down. My parents are splitting up. Dad cheated. My jaw dropped. His father always seemed like the kindest man. I can't leave Mom alone, he added. She could help with the baby, too. It sounded reasonable. It would let me return to work sooner. Mark promised his mom liked me. I was so wrong. The moment she moved in, everything changed. This apartment's way too fancy for someone like you, she sneered one morning. Excuse me? I asked. You only have this life because of my son, she snapped. I kept calm. Mark works hard. I'm grateful for all we have. But deep down, I knew living together wouldn't work. Now here I was, being thrown out. Good riddance, she said with a smirk. At least you're obedient. From that day on, nothing I did was right. Who uses soy sauce on eggs? Use ketchup. This bath water's lukewarm. Boil it properly next time. Where's my afterbath ice cream? You should know by now. She barely lifted a finger. I worked a full-time job, raised a toddler, and somehow still had to meet her ridiculous demands. I'd hoped she'd bond with her granddaughter, but she'd lose interest after 5 minutes. It was a nightmare. The worst part? Mark still clung to her every word. One evening, she purred, How was work, honey? Rough. My boss is pushing everyone hard, he replied, tired. That's harassment. Should I call your CEO? She gasped like she just discovered a war crime. Mom, it was just a stressful day, he said, brushing it off. My sweet angel is too forgiving, she sighed dramatically, like he'd just won a Nobel Prize. I almost choked. Angel? He was 34, and still expected his mommy to fight his battles. To stay sane, I enrolled our daughter in daycare and returned to work. When I told her, she exploded. Why bother working? You'll have the house to yourself. I like my job, I said calmly. That silenced her for a minute. Fine, but keep this place spotless, she huffed. Then came the final straw. It was our daughter's 2nd birthday. At the party, my mother-in-law shoved a gift at her. Open it, sweetie. No, my toddler yelled, pushing the box away. Undeterred, she tried feeding her cake. Look, strawberry. No. The child turned her head, and a smear of frosting landed squarely on her grandmother's forehead. She exploded. You little brat. This is why I can't stand spoiled kids. She screamed in my baby's face. My daughter started sobbing in terror. I rushed over and picked her up. She's a toddler, you lunatic. Worst grandchild ever, she spat. And I lost it, says the woman who throws tantrums over lukewarm bathwater. Her face turned beet red. What did you say? Pack your bags, I growled. You're moving out. Today. Mark stood frozen. eyes darting between us like a trapped animal. His mom screeched, "You're a disgrace as a wife. Change your attitude." Finally, Mark spoke, but not the words I'd hoped for. "Mom's right," he mumbled. "You're overreacting." I stared at him. "Our daughter is crying, and you're defending her?" He shrugged. "We can always have another kid. I only have one mom." The room went dead silent. "You're disgusting," I whispered. "Don't speak to my son like that," his mother shrieked. "Neither of you are welcome here." I paused. Then it hit me. "You're right," I said. "We're leaving." I grabbed my daughter's hand. Mark looked like he'd just watched his life fall apart. "Wait, you don't have to." "Oh, I do." I stuffed clothes into a suitcase. "Enjoy your little cake date." His mother grinned triumphantly. Good riddance. 3 days later, I slid divorce papers across my lawyer's desk, ignoring 27 missed calls. When Mark finally picked up, he sounded hopeful. "So, the apartment stays with me, right? I mean, you left voluntarily." "About that," I said sweetly. "You'll need to start paying rent, 150,000 yen a month." "What? Are you nuts? That's 3 times the actual rate." "Actually," I said, cutting in, "I bought that apartment with stock money before we met. It's mine." Silence. "So you own it?" he croaked. "Yep. Pay up, or I'm putting it on the market tomorrow." "But where will Mom and I live?" "Not my problem," I sang, ending the call. The aftermath? My lawyer later told me Mark looked like a ghost. Child support rent and his mom's lifestyle demands buried him alive. The unbreakable bond between him and his mother? Shattered. Once she realized he couldn't fund her luxury anymore. During negotiations, they screamed at each other like a bad soap opera. "This is your fault." Meanwhile, I sold the apartment for a hefty profit, set aside money for my daughter's education, and moved in with my supportive parents. Now I work, raise an amazing little girl, and sleep peacefully, without midnight cries for hotter bathwater. As for love, maybe someday. But for now, I'll raise my daughter to understand her worth and show her what true strength looks like. One thing's certain, I will never become the nightmare I walked away from. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful tales. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update, and share your thoughts below. We love hearing from you. See you next time, and take care.